So, welcome to another Darker Days Radio Presents Coffee Machine. This is Warmachine Batreps that are going to be kind of chilled out. Tonight is more beer machine because it's warm. I'm one of your regular hosts, Chris. I'm joined by Alex again, who was here for the last game where we were playing Kador versus Trollkin with the Brine Bloods, and we're playing Command Cadres. Today, we're playing a 50-point game using the Brawl Machine scenarios. We're playing the scenario called Get Over Here. So we've got these 40mm and 50mm objectives. Army-wise, I have got, if I go to press play on the thing, remember to press play on your start match if you've done that.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
So I've got Cryx with Exilon Kythos, I've got a Raptor, and I've got you'll have this come up on screen like the miniatures, a Malfesser, I've got Aculon, I've got an Iron Lich Commander, I've got Selexus, I've got Criterions, and I've got a unit of Sludge Thralls. So Alex, what have we got here?
Well, I have Captain, where is it? Here he is, Buck Hasker.
Yeah.
He has accompanied, his Warjacks are Plugger, this great big thing with the miniguns on him. It looks really cool. And there is Patriot, tooled out with a couple of guns. I have a, I'm looking at the wrong one.
I think you've got a Tracer and a Sniper Cannon on
That's
it, right?
it, yeah.
You've got the Rowdies.
Yeah, the Rowdies are here, just next to it, between the two Warjacks. I have this big Trollkin guy, because I love Trollkin. So this is Sergeant Bruno Ramjaw.
That's Ramjaw, and then you've got Rangers.
Rangers, that's
They're Rangers, they're not Commandos. Cool, okay. We already determined who's going first. So you set up first, so you'll get taking the first turn. So allocate your focus point first. Then it'll be maintenance phase, nothing to do. So control phase, remembering that Warjacks within your control range will power up for free.
Oh yeah, so his arcane stat is 6, so within 12 inches. That's both of those two.
I can't remember if there's any synergies with those Warjacks, like if they're near other.
I've not noticed any. So Plugger, he's just quite efficient himself. He's aggressive. He can go on a killing spree, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he's not getting extra focus. He can just do stuff without focus, which is pretty cool. And the Patriot doesn't have anything in particular. There is reposition, so a bit of efficiency.
It doesn't have an accumulator on it, does it?
None of that. So there we go.
So you need to just put some focus on things if you need to, but I don't think you need to in the first turn.
And I don't think there's really much in the need.
No.
In fact, with Plugger, he can run without it. He's aggressive. So
yeah. Just so you know, obviously these here are rough terrain. We've got barricades, so that gives cover. Elevation, these would be blocking. This gives cover. This gives cover. Yeah, but those are you can't go through them, but they're cover because they're impassable.
Okay, cool. So I always get mixed up with this. I'm playing so many games at the moment with moves. When you run, it is
+5.
+5, yes. Okay, that's great. So first of all, I'm going to activate my Gravedigger Rangers. They can just run up to there. They move 6 +5, so that's 11. That'll get them nicely up there. That's good. So here we go.
So yeah, in the Rangers, you've got 3 regular gunners, and then you've got 2 guys with heavy weapons. So if they die, they get picked up by the other members. And they can also repair Warjacks, which is like amazing. I think the point about the Gravediggers army is most things in that army can repair Warjacks, which is cool. Okay, so they've run. Next.
Yeah, so next I'm going to activate the Rowdies. It's a top name there for a unit, I think. Again, speed 6, and they're going to get their extra move, extra increase. Was it 5 you said, for running? So they're just going to run round onto this one as well.
Yeah, so they can't claim that objective.
No, they're just going to get behind the crate, which is the main thing that I want.
Well, remember when you place them, you can place them there and then place them within 2 inches because of how the movement rules so they can basically be right up against the cover.
That's good. That's good. Now I'm going to move the Ramjaw. That's such a cool model.
What's his
So
speed?
cool. So his speed, I should imagine, is a bit slower. No, he's not. He's also speed 6.
Really?
He's got big legs. He's not skipped leg day. He's pretty decent. So he's going to do also 11. Who does he go and hang around with? I think he could go up and he could just come and hang behind them. That strikes me as a good place to be.
Okay.
We're going to run with Plugger, being aggressive.
He can run for free?
Yeah, without spending a focus point.
So, yeah.
Speed 5 plus 5, 10. Crunch, 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 crunch. There we go.
And that focus piece. Oh no, he does it for free. Sorry, the focus there he gets to keep. It's kind of academic.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And my Patriot is going to spend that focus to run. So the Patriot, it moves 6, so that's 11. I'm just going to zip round here, I think. About there, that's where we go. And then I've got my captain, my Warjack. Now I've got a stack of stuff, and I can put out some upkeeps. I can move up, put out some upkeeps, I think, and that's probably what we're going to do. Great choice of upkeeps. His Arcane Shield he's got Escort. I should have thought about that first before moving people, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. So maybe I don't really feel the need for that so much at the moment, but maybe it'll come into it. Veil of Mist, which is the putting cloud effects out. So, other stuff you can do is chase an enemy. No, that's
you say you can put cloud effects out, right?
Yeah, so Veil of Mist is he can place a cloud effect template anywhere completely within his control range. The template does not block friendly faction models line of sight. While in the template, friendly faction models gain Pathfinder and can move through obstructions and other models as if they had movement to move past them completely. So that's pretty decent, isn't it?
Yeah, it basically means if someone's got like, if there's an obstruction in the way or warjacks in the way, you put it down on the warjacks, on the enemy warjacks, and you just move through the enemy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It would allow you to do assassination runs.
So maybe I'll save it to then.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a focus tax, isn't it, until you're doing that. So let's think. And chasing's not really going to come into it. So I'm just going to move up. He moves a mighty 6. So he's going to move up 6. Keep his control range there. And now I am going to use some focus to cast Arcane Shield. Always a good thing. Target a friendly faction modeler unit again, plus 3 armor. So I'm going to cast that on the rowdies.
Okay. Use the shield icon.
There we go.
Yeah. So they've got plus 3 armor.
Yeah. I don't really know what their armor is, but they're in the front, so they're going to get shot
they're
at.
going to be somewhere about armor 15, I think.
Let's have a look. Great. Rowdies, armor 13, so it's worth it. It gets up to 16, makes them a bit more survivable. It wounds each, so that's
okay.
something.
Is anything else to cast?
I've got 3 more, which we can also cast. Another upkeep, which I think I might cast Escort. So that's cost of 3.
Right.
Oh, I've used 3 to cast that upkeep. That's 2 for Arcane Shield. Anyway, Escort's 3, which we're going to use. Cohort models in Spellcaster's Battle Group, at the beginning of their activation, in a Spellcaster's control range, gain plus 2 speed when advancing as part of their normal movement. The Spellcaster gains plus 2 armor while one or more cohort models of Battle Group are within 3 inches.
Okay, yeah.
That's good.
I mean, yeah, you could have done that at the start of the turn and gained that benefit, but you may as well get it in place so you don't have to upkeep it.
Yeah,
cast it at the start of your next turn.
And I'll just leave him on
There
one.
you go, cool, right.
Cool.
Good first turn.
There's
Not too complicated. Right, let's see what we've got. I can never remember half the stuff going on with these. Okay, right, let's do the simple things first. We'll have the Criterions here. They're going to run. So their speed is 6, so they're going to go 11, which means that's 10. They're going to go, it's just basically going to go up to what's their range on their heavy weapons? It's mostly 12.
So for the Gravedigger Rangers, their heavy rifles are 12, and the machine gunners, their range is 12 as well.
So they're 12, right? Okay.
And I don't think they've really got anything that allows you to increase the range, and I haven't got any spells that really allow me to do that. So
well, I can't score that this turn, so I may as well keep out of your range there. Actually, no, no, we will go there. Well, you'll see why. Cool. So they're living. They're drudge thralls. So they're cephalax creatures.
oh, that's not cool.
Okay, so then we'll do Solexus. He's going to move up behind them. He can't really do much this turn, so let's keep him out of range. While he's within 10 inches of drudge models, which is why I want to get another unit of these, they get +1 to their attack rolls.
Wow.
So, useful. Then we'll get on to the sludge thralls. They are dead.
They look like they've got some quite scary gun.
Yeah, they've got AoE. They've got spray 10, power 14, acidic, and continuous corrosion weapons, and they're speed 5, so they can go 10. So let's get up to the cover fairly quickly. Though I'm outside of an inch of the cover, I think, there. So, oh no, of course, because I've moved one, I can then deploy the other two within 2 inches next to it. So they're in position. Then, so they're not going to do anything this turn, they just run. The Iron Lich Commander, has he got, well, this model gains stealth, Black Mantle. Interesting. Oh, interesting, right. So I'm going to, I should have remembered, right, sorry. Just to rewind, because I should have done my control phase, I'll allocate 3 to the beastie and 1 on him, because they're just going to run forward. Sorry about that. I just get too excited with
With models like this, you've got to be excited. They look fab.
So we'll do this Warjack. It's just going to run. So it pays to do that and goes up behind. Actually, if it's on top of the hill relative to you, it'll get +2 defense, and it's got a speed of 7. So actually, it can get all the way up to there. That's fine. Then we'll activate the big beastie, I think, which will spend 1 to run and get behind the, be obscured by the hill. So he's there. He's not going to be in range of any of his weapons at this point, so that does not matter. Then we'll do the Iron Lich Commander. He's got a speed of 5, so he also needs to run to keep up with things. So he's going to run up to there. Then we'll do Aculon. Aculon has got Spell Slave, which is good. So he's going to move then as normal with his speed of 6, because we want him to be able to cast a spell for free. So if we look at Aculon, so he's basically using one of his spells. He's going to cast anything of cost of 3 or less. So he's going to cast Occultation. Mm-hmm. Which is a upkeep spell. Oh, that's a good point. I don't think he can if it's an upkeep spell, magic ability, spell slave. Where is it? This model must be cast one of the leader's spells. Model cannot cast upkeep spells. Yeah, there we go. So I can't do that. So I guess actually if he can't do that, has he got another thing that I can get into play? Carnage. Carnage is range not good enough. Psychosurgery, dead weight, that's range 8. So actually he will have run instead. I'll place him there. That's it. Now we get on to Exelon. He's going to move forward, speed 6 to what we're going to do to there. He's going to be within 6 of them. So then he is going to cast Occultation for 2 onto them. It's an upkeep spell, and that means they then gain stealth. So you have to be within 5 inches to shoot them.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn. So start of your turn, and first of all is maintenance phase, nothing to be maintained. Control phase, remove excess focus off your warjacks. Replenish your focus.
So I'm going to
upkeep the spell.
Those 2.
Okay, yep.
These guys get 1 each for being there. So he's got 4. I've upkept both those spells.
Did any of my stuff... Oh, hold on. Let me just check something else. No, he ran, so that was fine. I always need to remember that certain models have reposition, which is if you don't run, you get another movement of.
I always forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So first up, I am going to. Oh no, I need to think about if I'm going to give these.
Allocate focus. Yeah, because I forgot mine. So now you should remember.
I think I'll probably be okay. I think I'm not probably going to get so shot at with him, so I'm going to just allocate focus to my jacks. They've not been damaged. Might be able to get something out of that this turn.
Be aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so now activation. So their stealth. These guys, one of them has got a grenade, which is flare. So if I can get up and chuck that at them, that could be really good. So I think I'm going to go with the not the Gravediggers, the Rowdies first.
So you need to get within. So
the movement's 6, and I need to get within 5.
5 inches. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the plan. Okay. Can I just borrow the tape measure?
Sorry.
It's okay. No problem. Their movement is 5. And does it really matter who their leader is? Have I got an ability to be able to get over those crates?
The crates you can move over fine. You can't charge over them, but you can move over them.
I have no intention to charge, so I will move this one here so he's just a bit closer. And then I can position these guys down.
So, yeah, and likewise, I'll just remind you, the Rowdies have got the ability of Prowl, which means if they get concealment placed on them, they gain stealth.
They've just got out of that.
So that's if one, and they can also lay down smoke bombs. So
yeah, smoke bombs is something that's
so I think what you're looking at to do is what you've got.
So Jenkins has got a grenade here,
which does flare.
Yeah, which does flare, which is what I want to be able to do, but it needs a direct hit for that. So I've got to be lucky.
So you're firing against these
fellas, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you've got a range attack rating of 7.
Yeah.
And I have got on the sludge rules a defense of 12, but they're behind cover.
So is that?
It would depends which one you're going to target. So I guess you're going to target this one because it. Oh no, they've all got stealth.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You get. So yeah, it's defense 12. So you need a 5.
Done it.
So it hits. It would have been a crit otherwise. So they lose stealth.
And the grenade.
And then I also get further -2 defense for the rest of the turn.
Yep. It's power 12 as well.
I'll remove that.
On the middle one, then the
others, that's right.
It'll be strength 8.
Armor 17.
Okay, so the one that hit, I've not done anything to it, but they rolled a 3. It's pathetic. So I need 5
power,
or 6.
and then against these two, it goes down to power 8.
Yeah.
So armor 17. Yeah. So
that's
a 9.
Yeah, 9. No.
First one, no. Second one.
Oh, there we go. That's not bad. 11. So 2 damage.
Points of damage.
Yeah. The others, shall I lay down with smoke bombs? Well, no, it's a different action. It's not an attack action.
So after,
it's a separate action.
So you've just shot with them. So when a model is hit by an enemy ranged attack, they can immediately advance up to 2 inches.
I will take you outside.
I will just make sure they're right up into the cover.
Okay, so Franks, that was Jenkins who threw the flare grenade.
Yeah.
Franks is going to give it both barrels of his double-barreled scattergun, which is a spray 8.
So spray ignores the cover benefit that I get there.
Yeah.
So you're still against defense of 12.
Yeah.
And he's the one with the spray. So you could fire it, and if let's see, you can also hit him as a result.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's rate of fire 2. Does that mean if you shoot twice?
So it's you get to fire it twice, but if you're doing both barrels, you should fire only once.
Right, okay. You know what? It's both barrels, that's all I need.
Okay, so you need to roll a hit against him of defense 12, so you need a 5 to hit him.
Yep.
Hits. And it's power
12.
12 goes up by +4 because it's both barrels. So it's power 16, so it's dice -1 damage. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay. And then you need to roll to hit against him. He's got a defense of 14.
So I need
you need
6, basically.
You need another 7 to hit. No.
Missed. Okay.
So how much damage do we say you do? 2. Okay.
Mighty 2. And then my last member of the Rowdies, so I've got with Jenkins, Franks, Dalton. Right, so Dalton has got a
slug gun.
Slug gun, yeah. It's rat is 7.
So we'll assume you're going against that one. So needing now the defense goes back up because this doesn't ignore. So defense is 16. No.
I failed to do it. That's fine, because I mainly just wanted to get a flare on them.
And they don't have anything useful. Oh, wait up. You've got granted on Franks of reposition.
Okay.
So once you've finished, because they moved normally, while this model is playing, model's going, so it didn't run, didn't fail a charge, it can now move, they can now move a further 3 inches in any direction. So you can move away.
Which is totally what I want to do.
Yeah. Because you don't want to get a charge this turn.
Okay.
Cool. Well, that's good.
I put them right in the way of my big warjack, but that's fine. On the subject of that big warjack, I'm going to activate with this big warjack. Mind you. No. These fellas here, they're going to aim and fire at them.
Are they in range?
Oh, 12, I think, might be.
Yep.
That's the back one,
Yep. Okay, they're all in range, yep.
Right, so there is... So first of all, I've got 3 heavy rifles. They have rat of 6.
Heavy rifles, rat of 6. Defense 12 plus cover, defense 16.
Okay.
So you need a 10. But aiming plus 2.
There's no stealth, and your defense has gone down twice.
Defense has gone down by 2. I was right. So actually, you would have missed by that. So so defense goes down to 2. Sorry, so that's 10. Plus 4 for cover. So 10, 14, but goes back down by 2 because you're aiming. So I'm still at 12.
Okay, cool. So
you
I
need
need 6. That's it.
First one hits.
Shall I roll for all of them?
Oh,
okay.
you should actually. No, you need to resolve each afterwards.
Okay.
So do this one first.
Okay, I'll roll the damage then. So the power of this is 12. 8, 12, 20. Minus whatever their armor is.
Armor 17.
So 3. Next one.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Next one, shooting at the same fella, why not?
I'm just wondering whether I want to do my evasive, which has moved directly towards you. No, I need the cover.
Okay. So we need 6, missed, and the next one has hit.
You go for the same target.
Yeah, that's it. Power 12. Yes. Oh, I'll roll that again.
Power 12, so it's going to be dice minus 5.
There we go.
So that's dead, but I get a tough roll.
Okay.
So on a 5 or 6, stays in play. No.
Cool. I've now got my light machine guns. I've got 2 of these. Their rat is also a 6, so I need 6s to hit. First one has hit. I'm just working across from one side to the other.
Okay, so it hits, and you've got, remember, it's got rate of fire of D3.
Oh,
so
gosh,
roll a D3.
Yep. So 2.
So you get to make you will get another shot after this. And you're making damage against medium-based models, so you get you would have got +1 on the attack actually.
Oh, right, cool.
You get +1 on damage. So its power now is 13, so it's dice minus 4 damage. So just 1 point of damage on that one.
Then there's my second shot from that light machine gun, which hits on an 11.
Yeah, then roll damage again.
And it's +1 to this.
Dice
so
minus 1 on damage.
So that's 10.
Oh, it's dead. I need to make a tough roll. No.
And the last machine gun is D3 shots. 2. And first attempt hit, missed. Next one, yeah, that's hit. So it's 12 + 1, 13.
Yeah, dice minus 4.
There we go, 2 damage.
2 damage. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I'd rather you be shooting them in some respects than other things, but...
Right, on that subject, the next thing to activate...
They're scary.
Not sure he's going to be in 12 with that. So, I'm going to have to move him up, I think. Because he has... Ooh. That's interesting. His gun has got pinning fire. After the attack is resolved, the enemy model becomes knocked down and pushed back 2 inches. So that could be quite useful. Do I want to finish that off? I'll try and get rid of them. They're probably going to be a pain in the bum, but it's better to have less units facing me rather than 1. So I'm going to just move around 6, just put myself just here. Just around, stand in the open, because that's obviously the best place to be. And he's going to unleash his heavy rain at this fella.
Okay.
Its rate of fire is D3 + 1.
Got on that. So
3. Rat is 7.
Defense would normally be 12, gone down by 2, +4 for the cover, so defense 14.
Yeah, so 7, that means I need...
You need
7s, yeah. Hit.
First
one.
Hit.
Strength of 12. It's also got volley fire.
Volume fire,
Volley fire, that's it. Attack rolls made against warrior models are boosted. Is he a warrior?
Hold on, let me see. Against warriors, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my word.
Oh my gosh. 12.
So what was the strength? Power
12.
4. Power 12.
So I've got 20 minus 5 your armor.
Power 12 minus 5.
Okay. So there we go. 3.
3. He's still alive with 1 hitbox.
The next shot. I've got a 9, so I've hit you.
Roll damage again, and it's boosted. Oh, that's just sickening. Wow. Okay.
Wow, don't mess with a troll and a minigun. That's pretty awesome. Right, okay, so next up...
I think you're out of range for anything else, aren't you? That last shot.
Those ones, yeah. He's just going to shoot it in the air. Like
wow.
that. So next, we're going to shoot here. Now, do I want to get a bit closer? I think I'm probably controlling that as it is, aren't I?
Yeah, you've got to be within 1 inch of the objective at the end of the turn.
Okay, so this fella here, my little white warjack, my patriot, is going to shoot now. It's going to take... I don't know if you can aim, can't you, with warjacks?
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh, totally. Yeah, so it's going to aim and then shoot tracer cannon at this.
What's the range on that?
It is 11. I might be out of range. That'd be bad if I am.
Just in.
Weird. Okay, so So that gives me +2 to hit. I'll
Plus
boost.
2 to hit, and I've got cover from being elevated, so it cancels out.
Yeah, I'm going to boost hitting as well. So.
Defense 14.
Okay, I need 7 to hit you then.
So it's a hit and a crit.
I don't think it does anything particular on crit.
No.
Its damage is, it's rate of fire is D3 after all, it's 11. So I'm not going to boost the damage on that because I've got another gun that I want to shoot.
Okay, so it's armor 14.
So -3, so it's 2 damage on it.
2 to the...
It's 2 to the 6. Yeah, it's also, that's tracer rounds.
Yeah.
So it ignores stealth when resolving the attack. Models hit by this suffer flare, so they lose
Defense goes
stealth
down.
and back
Okay.
defense blind by 2. Let's see if I get any more shots because it is rate of fire 3. So
you got 2 more shots. Now defense goes down by 2.
Yep.
So that means your aiming gives you +2 to hit, and its defense is now only is therefore 14.
Okay, so
you
I
need a 5 to hit. So you've hit.
And it's power 11.
So dice -3, 6 points of damage. Gee.
And
Roll
it's
to
to
see
the
where. It's a
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
And now I'm going to try to just do that last shot, which I've hit. Oh my gosh, so lucky. No, that doesn't do it. It's -5, isn't it? Oh no, it's power 11.
-3, so it's 2 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Turn number 4.
Okay, so you've taken out its movement, so its defense is now down to 5.
Ooh. Right, now I've also got my sniper cannon. Now, yeah, so I've got my sniper cannon, which I shoot at it. Do I have to pay to be able to shoot the sniper cannon, or you can?
No,
shoot
it's your initial shot.
Right, so I'm going to pay to boost my sniper cannon to try and hit it. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's power 7.
I should have checked what the range of your stuff was before I moved up.
Range 4 in this, so yeah. So I need missed. Okay.
Oh yeah, you missed. What was it? Hold on, wait. I'm on defense 5, so
right, so that was 3.
still hit.
Oh right, wow! I'm going to boost the damage. So it's power 13.
So it's dice -1 damage.
Yeah, it's got critical brutal damage, but it's not a critical hit. So
Yeah.
there we go. So take that away. So 6
points of damage
to the 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've taken out. Oh, you haven't taken out anything.
I'm going to buy.
Can it reload?
Oh, it's not got reload now. So does that mean it can't shoot again?
It can't shoot again.
That's
so that's
cool.
just something you need to remember. So that's basically it done. So
Right.
that focus is a bit wasted on it, but
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Now I've got. I'm going to go with this fella. Oh, I think he'll just move himself around a little
I
bit.
knew I should have hung back a bit further from them. Wow.
Yeah, Plugger will
Oh
just
well,
move
it's a
himself up.
learning experience with what these guys can put out.
Now, Plugger. Now, Plugger's got. Oh, he's got his metal storm cannon. That sounds so vicious. It's got volume fire, which is pretty cool. Rate of fire D3 +1. And I'm going to just try and finish this off. I know it's a small little jack, but why not? So see how many shots I get. D3 +1. Oh, 4 shots. Its rat is 6.
So don't roll ones.
Yeah.
First shot hits.
Right, it is armor 12, but +1 attack and damage rolls when using its medium-based models. That's medium-based, isn't it?
So yeah, you're power 13 and it's armor 14, so it's dice -1.
I'm going to boost the damage.
Yeah. And that will be.
It's 7 damage to
That's
the.
blown up, yeah.
Okay, cool. That was that. So he's not. He can't. That's that. That's him basically done. Sitting on again a couple of focus. I'm just gonna move just slightly around here to put more people between my warcaster and yours. I think that's me done.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, you score 2 objectives, so that gives you 2 points. And I score 2 objectives, so that gives me 2 points.
Okay.
Right. I should have checked the ranges on things before I got too close, because a lot of your stuff is all range like 12. Is the tracer cannon 14?
No, the tracer cannon. You think it wouldn't be, but yeah, the tracer cannon is range 11. The sniper cannon's 14.
The sniper cannon's 14?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Patriots big gun, the sniper. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Pluggers, Metal Storm is range 10. The Gravedigger Rangers, they're all 12. The Rowdies, they've got stuff which is short, relatively short ranges, you know, kind of 4 and sprays and stuff like that.
Okay.
Husker's got a range 12. So it's
I was hoping that enough of them would have survived that I would have been able to brought them back from the dead. But
do you have to have someone left in the unit?
Yeah, you can't revive. So they've got a movement of 6, which would give them a charge of 9. So they wouldn't be in charge range to engage there, but I could charge there. I could fail charge there, then place and engage. I wouldn't get the charge bonus though, as a result.
I looking at those models, and I don't know the rules. Those models look like, compared to just the dudes with guns and a knife at the end of them, the fellas with the claws and rotary saws in their arms might not need a charge bonus.
Let's see if I've got any spells I can pull off that will make life a little easier. No, nothing else is hurt at this point. So let's try and get up the board. Yeah, let's do that. So I've already allocated focus. I don't think you need to cast a spell on them to do anything. What could my Iron Lich though do for me that would be helpful? That's alright. This mon can gain soul tokens. He hasn't got any soul tokens to make use of yet. Unless I do... what would such a much correct level? Tackle damage roll for... Okay, so I'm going to use my command card of Lucky Penny to put a soul token on him that I'll represent that way. Then, so that means then he could walk up and blast them. Am I blasting them though? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So he's going to move. What's the range on this? 10. So I need to be there. So he's got a movement 6 yet. So he's going to move to there. And then he's going to blast them with his arcane, with his Hex Blast. Hex Blast is range 10, AoE 2, power 13, 8. And I'm going to spend that soul token. When's my controller? I'll spend that soul token. So he's allowed to do that. And he can then boost the attack roll.
So my defense is 13. Is there enough for me behind these crits?
Yeah, so I'm targeting him.
Okay.
So he's behind cover, so it goes up to 17. My arcane attack is 7. So it basically means I need a 10 to hit on 3 dice.
Cool.
Which is just about a 10.
Oh, wow, nice.
So it's straight on. So the guy that I targeted there is hit by a power 13 attack.
Okay, so his armor is 13. So these are
he's dead.
He's just dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
So there we go.
Okay, the guy, and then 2 models within 2 inches. So we'll pick that one,
it's machine gun and a rifle. Okay.
So they get hit by power 8.
Which one do you want to do first?
We'll do the machine gunner.
Okay, yeah. So again, their armor is 13. So it's dice.
5. I need dice minus 5.
Yeah.
No, he survives.
Okay.
And the other one is dead.
Okay.
That's pretty good. I wanted to clear them out a bit. Now, do I get do I get this model gains when a living model is destroyed in this model's control range. Its control range is 10.
Okay, yeah, and that one was in 10 because she shot.
So I would get 2 soul tokens out of that, which is useful. Then, so that's his activation done. Fun. Then I'll do. What have I got? I've got Selexis here. I think needs to move into position to do stuff. Oh, that might. No, I don't think it's going to be in range. So speed 6. So let's.
Can he avoid the effects of that?
No, because that reduces speed by 2. So he's going to have to basically move there. But he's only got a range of 8. So
No, he's going to be out.
I'd have to move 4 inches from where he was, which was there. 4 inches gets me there. 8. I could move to there, and that gives me 8 there. Yeah, we'll do that. That means I can spray there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's doing a psychic attack, which is a spray, which therefore ignores cover and line of sight. I need to hit, which will be...
My defense is 14.
So I need a 7 to hit.
Okay.
Let me just check what my Iron Lich does. When a model in this control range makes an attack, this model may spend a soul token, calls it reroll. Oh, okay, cool, right. So those soul tokens on him now, I can use as rerolls. So anyway, I need a 7 to hit.
Yep.
That's a hit.
And their armour is normally 13, but they've got an arcane shield on them, so their armour is now 16.
Armour 16, power 12.
Okay.
And they've got 8 hit points each.
That's right, yeah.
Let's see, there's nothing else which this will do. That's melee damage. Yeah, so just roll straight. So what do we say? It was dice minus 6.
Yeah, and I assume this is on...
No damage.
Okay.
So then we'd get on to, let's see, Aculon. Can he do something for me?
Does the spray hit more than one person?
No, it's a straight line that's anyone hit under it.
Okay.
That you have to roll. You roll attacks against
cool.
each. That's also spray 8. He's got reposition. He's got arcane assist, which would upkeep a spell. It wasn't only for that. Tune up. Don't need to do that. Spell slave. I guess we do spell slave, and we can do spell slave with dead weight because that's a range 8, power 12. Not that great. Calamity might be the best thing to do. So he's going to move up into position there, and he's going to do Calamity on them.
Oh my.
So arcane attack rating is of 7, so again I need a 7 to hit. I'm going to spend that to do a reroll. Also misses. I would have loved to get that off. Oh well. Because Calamity does -2 defense and -2 armor.
Ah, yeah, that would have been good.
So we'll get to that. So now we'll move these. So we're going to basically... Oh, I guess go over the hill, up around the hill. Yeah, we'll fail charge to there, and then place the other 2 models within 2 inches. So we'll make sure he's got enough range so he can get in there.
Okay.
So that means they won't get boosted damage on their initial attack. Then let's see, what have they got? Nothing special. So melee attack rating of 7.
Okay, their defense, the Gravediggers is 13.
So that's a miss, and his second attack, which won't be boosted. Well, they're not boosted because it failed to charge. That's a 12. He said 13.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's missed. The next one. does hit.
Cool.
Is power 14.
Okay, so that one's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
And that is that's them done. They can't move up into position or anything else like that, so it's really just trying to be offensive to you and clear out bodies. Your machine gunner, you can always have that person take up the weapon.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. There we go. There we are.
Okay. Is there anything else the drudges can do? No. Oh, actually, I've just remembered something on that. No, actually, makes no difference. So Solexis gives my drudges +1 to hit on attack rolls if they're within 10 inches. It doesn't matter. The guys, they can only kill one model. He's dead. Right. So, what can Exulon do? Exulon's going to move into position. He's going to move up to... I've got to be careful because I don't want to get bloody charged by something. He's going to move up to there. He's got plenty of stuff. So the first thing he's going to do is cast... Am I going to cast? Yeah, we're going to cast for 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. When one or more living models are destroyed by an arcane attack while this model's control range, this model gains a focus point. Hold on, that was a good point. What was his control range? He was back here, 16, so they're outside. His arcane attacks and their arcane, if they kill, gives him extra focus.
That's pretty cool.
For every kill he does. So there's quite a lot of cool synergies of like stealing souls and stuff like that. So I'm wondering what I need to do. So I think the best thing is I need to get Calamity out because it's an upkeep spell. So it costs 3. Targeting them. Arcane attack rating of 7.
Their defense is a mighty 14.
Do I boost this to hit or do I make sure of the reroll? No, let's boost it because if I definitely miss, then I can reroll and definitely get it on them. So it's hit.
Yeah.
So we put a token on there for Calamity. Now they're easier to hit and easier to kill. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to do, do I hit them with dead weight? That would get me, that would cost 2. It's power 12. Power 12. So now their defense is down by 2.
Yeah, so that's 12 to
So the defense is 12.
Their armor
is...
It was 16 with this, but now it's
14.
14.
Okay, let's... but the range on this is 8. So let me just check on that.
Yeah, it might be out.
No. Okay, so that definitely makes my decision that I can't do that. So instead we use his psychic weapon, his aperture. That's got range 12. So we'll do the first shot on him. Needing a 5 to hit now.
Okay.
Hits.
Okay.
Power 12. Let's... Power 12. What did you say the armor was on him?
The armor was 16 is minus by 2, isn't it? Because of the calamity. So it's now 14.
So it's dice minus 2 damage. Yeah, okay. 2 damage to him.
Okay. So that's Dalton's for 2.
But hold on, let me think. Iron Lich Commander, does that allow me to re-roll damage rolls? Yeah, I'm going to spend that to re-roll the damage roll. So actually, it's dice minus 2, it does 6 damage.
Okay. Got 2 left.
So I can reload with this. So I'm going to buy another attack, and do I want to boost the to hit roll? No, I don't need to. I don't think I need to boost the damage roll on this. So we'll just roll to hits and all. Needing a 5, hits, critical, does nothing on crits though. I don't think.
Yeah. So we're on.
Oh wait, I may not be able to shoot him before we do this. It will hit him because it's in range if I don't go for him, because this also does Thunderbolt, which is pushes you back D3 inches.
Oh.
So you go back 2 inches. And
So
a knockdown. We'll get a knockdown token in a minute for that. But if you're knocked down, you go down to defense 5. You're still in range, so the attack does still count against him.
And you've just
then I
hit.
roll damage,
Okay, yeah.
which will be he's dead. Box
definitely.
cast.
So you've.
Does he have tough?
Let's have a look. Just one moment.
It'll be the nails on the.
Oh yeah, he's got nail. He's got the nails.
He's got nails.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll d6.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no, he got knocked down by the initial attack I did, so he wouldn't even get to tough as a result. So then I'm going to buy another attack and shoot him.
Okay, so now you're.
I've hit because I need a 5 to hit, and still the same defense.
Yeah, so that is, I believe that is Frank's with the double-barreled gun.
Oh, he will also get a soul for that death. Yeah. So I've hit, so it's power 12, so it's going to be dice minus 2. Does 5 damage. Do I re-roll it and try and push my luck? No, we'll keep that.
Okay.
So that was fun, and I've still got this guy to do stuff. Now you're in for it.
Can it shoot?
It's got a gun. When this model suffers damage from any attack, it can immediately advance forward and make attacks. It's got telemetry. I should have remembered that. Gives +2 to hit on arcane attack rolls against enemies within 8 inches. It wouldn't have made a difference. So yeah, you get him up into the battlefield quite early, and these guys arcane attacks now. Once he's up in there, are going to be able to hit them.
And then this fella's getting his soul tokens and giving people.
Yeah, so I think we're going to go after them really at this point. But I'm going to drop on VPs at this point, so I need to still stay within an inch of that. My psychic trembler is 10 inches, and the net launcher is 8. So let me have a look at what that is. 8 is there. Oh, okay, yeah. He's just going to warp to there. Because you're not going to be able to charge me over that.
No.
Stay within range of that to claim it. Fire the psychic trembler, so the little dude up there opens up his mind and fires.
That's cool.
It's a spray 10.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to cross over anyone else, so we'll go for him.
Yeah, so Frank's.
Range shot rating of 6. Defense is still -2, so I'm going to need is a 14, so I'm going to need an 8
Oh,
to hit.
no. He's 14 before it's 12.
So I need a 6 to hit.
Right, yeah.
6 to hit. I may as well boost this because I'm not going to get anything else out of it. And I'll definitely kill him as a result. Yeah, so it's hit. It's critical. So that means his defense goes down to 5, and he cannot run, charge, or make slam or trample power attacks unless he shakes it. Oh no, it's not even that. It's just he just can't do it. But it doesn't matter because he's going to get hit by power 14. So it's dice plus.
His armor's 14.
Oh, it's dice damage. So 6 damage. That's him dead.
I've got a tough roll. Yes.
Oh, you tough him. Okay, so he is.
Just on 1.
He's knocked down with 1 hit point left. So if he's knocked down, he's not that much of a threat. Is she within 8 inches? Yeah. But he is knocked down, so that would make life a little easier to hit. But he's only got 1 hit point, so. But I can't reload this. I can't reload this weapon and shoot again. So let's just do something fun and just show you what I can do. We're going to fire his net launcher at her.
Okay.
We're going to boost the to hit roll on this because I definitely want it to. Do I want it to hit like that? It's only going to be a 6 to hit. Yeah, okay, let's just do it. So it's boosted to hit. It hits just.
Yeah.
So she gets knocked down as a result, so she's going to not have tough. Gets dragged all the way into him. And then I make my next initial attack that I still have, which is this flail, then gets to hit you.
Yeah.
Hits automatically because you're knocked down, because it's close combat. Power 18, I don't even need to bother rolling, so you're dead, and I claim yet another soul.
That's a true Mortal Kombat moment.
And that is the end of my turn 2. I score 1 victory point there. Takes me up to 3. You score 2.
Okay.
Takes you up to 4. And remember, you only win if you're 3 victory points ahead at the end of your opponent's turn.
Okay.
Or it's obviously a caster kill.
Okay. So let's clean up and then sort out focus. Right, accept that. Oh, no, just wait, don't accept that. Make sure I'm putting Jenkins damage on, so I've got Frank's just with 1.
I wasted my light warjack by getting too close to you.
Right, so clear up these that are...
But I'm definitely still learning, like getting back into Warmachine. Like this is what it's when you play a bit more competitively. It's like the ranges are more obvious when I've been doing demo games, but I don't know with these guys. The first time I've seen the Gravediggers do anything, and they're kind of scary.
Here's 1 for that. And also how many factions do you actually play?
So I've got Cryx, I've got Gravediggers, I've got Storm Legion, I've got Kador, I will have Old Umbre, I've got Scorn being repainted currently, I've got Brine Blood starter, and I've got the Chimera starter. So like 8.
Wow.
Full armies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full armies. I say full as in you can run at 100 points, but anyway, so you've powered up, you've distributed focus.
Yeah.
Okay, you've put a lot on them.
I've put a lot on them. I've just kept one focus on my Warcaster, and I've upkept the Escort.
Okay, cool.
The Escort, which gives you +2 speed when advancing as part of a normal movement. Spellcaster gains +2 armor, while one or more of its cohort models are within 3 inches of it. So that's quite useful, isn't it? I've just kept that on. I've took off the Arcane Shield from the Rowdies because there's only 1 left and 1 wound. I'm not going to get a lot of utility from that, so I'm just going to leave that. Now, what I'm thinking here is I want to deal with those people that are in my face, because you're not on that objective. If I can take that, then you've got to come to get this, and then I can perhaps deal with the rest of them. Okay, so first up, I'm going to go with the rather, I suppose, inconsequential. I'm going to go with Ramjaw. He's gonna shoot his big gun.
Yeah.
Heavy Rain is going to be. He's going to shoot at these fellas here. I can see pretty much most of them in the open. There's 2 of them in the open out of 3. It has D3 +1 rate of fire. Let's see what we get. 3, so 2 +1, that's 3. So that's 3 shots. His rat is 7. What's their defense?
Their defense is... So who's shooting at them? He is. Okay, so their defense is 11.
Yeah, so 4 to be able to hit. First shot has hit. Right, this is...
Their armor is 17.
Okay, cool. So when an enemy warrior is hit by this, after the attack is resolved, the enemy push back. If it was knocked down, push back. Okay, that's fine. I've not done that yet because it's after the resolved attack. It's volley fire, so attacks against warriors is boosted. The power 12. What did you say the round was again?
17.
So it's dice -5. Nicely, I rolled a 5 there, so that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. When's one immediately after the attack is resolved, remove D3 damage from it. So you've done 9. So you've done 9 total. So they've got rapid healing. So it says when this model is damaged by an enemy attack, immediately after the attack is resolved, remove D3 damage points from it. So long as I roll 2, that means technically you've only done 7 and it's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do
3 damage.
You do.
Oh no, it's
D3.
D3. Okay.
So you do
6 damage. Now
6 damage. Yeah.
it's
So
pinning fire, so the model becomes knocked down and pushed back 2 inches directly away from the attacking model, basically into this rock.
So which model is that one? This one.
This one, yeah.
So it's push. It's a push, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's therefore also knocked down.
Yep.
Okay. I should also remember to get the tokens for knockdown.
I need one here as well, don't I?
So he's knocked down, and he is knocked down.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, I've got my next shot, second out of 3. So this will be just shooting at this other one here. It's also in the open. Hit. Right, it is. I get a boost because you're a living model on my volley fight, my not living warrior model.
Yeah.
It's power 12. What do we say? It was minus.
It's minus 5.
Yeah, so 3 damage.
And then I roll
D.
rapid healing. So I remove 2. So you do 1 point of damage.
Okay. In fact, I think you only moved 1 because I only did 3 damage to you. So
Yeah, but it was a D3, so that's 2. So you do
2.
1
so
point damage.
1 point damage. Yeah.
And he gets pushed.
Okay. Right. So, and then he's knocked down.
And he's knocked down as a result. Okay. Which is good, remember, because these guys also have tough. So
okay.
So because you're knocking them down, it means then when you subsequently try and shoot them, and if you do kill them, then they're not going to be able to tough.
Okay, well, I've got 1 shot left. I might as well have it on. Yeah. I'm debating whether I should have it on this guy and have a chance of missing. But
so he's shooting. So he's still shooting there. So now you are shooting there. So I will get cover of +4.
Okay, cool.
So defense goes up to 15.
15. You know what? It's worth it. It's worth a chance. My rat is 7, so I need a 6 here, which I've failed to do. Okay, that's. Okay, so he's got reposition, he's not run, so I get to do 3 inches. Can I just borrow a tape measure, please?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Cool, that's no problem. So, do I go forward or do I go back? I think I might need to be a little bit further back, just to, it's not going to get me much close to that, but there we go. Yeah, that doesn't hurt. Now I'm going to shoot with these 2 Gravediggers with their machine guns. The Gravedigger Rangers. They're going to aim and shoot. Okay, so they have a rat of 6 and the light machine gun. It's got rate of fire D3. So the first one, got 2 shots. It's rat 6 by 2 from aiming. It's volume fire. I get an extra +1 to the attack and damage rolls when used against medium base models. So I'm getting +3 to, so it's the equivalent of 9. What's your defense?
Defense was 11.
Okay, so I need 2 to hit. I've hit. This is power 12, and I've got +1 to the damage roll. So it is 11 +1, so that's 12 minus your plus 24, plus 12, it's 24 minus your armor.
So what was the power?
12.
So it'd be dice -5, so it's 6 damage.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
But I'll remove 3. So what was it? We did 6 damage, was it? So it's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. This one. And my next shot with that same machine gunner. It's the benefit of aiming. So it's
+2
9.
to it, yeah.
9. So I've done it because it was 11 defense. Power 12, I've got +1 to this from the volume of fire.
So dice -4.
That's 1 damage.
Yep.
You're just going to get rid of that, aren't you? Is that?
Oh yeah, it'll get healed, rapid healing.
And then...
Oh, I should have, hold on, I've been a dick about this also, right? I'm going to have to remove some damage here. Forget, when one or more models in the unit is damaged by an enemy attack, after the attack is resolved, all units gain +2 on their armor as well.
Oh!
So I'm going to remove those 2 there on that attack. I'm going to remove 2 on...
Yeah.
Well, actually, because he got shot, and we just got shot the once, so I need to remove 2 on that.
And he only had 1 on him, so...
Yeah, so actually, so they're barely...
Do they still...
Oh no, he wouldn't... Because you shot him twice, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so that's why it's 2 on that one. Fine, good.
Right, okay, so my next machine gun, shooting them.
Yeah, so remember these actually now armor 90.
2 shots. Okay, well, first one. I've committed to shooting it.
Yeah,
so...
sorry, I should remember that, but they're really tough. They're like insane.
Oh, have I just accidentally clicked out of my force? I have and all.
You can go back into it, don't worry.
Yeah, actually, where is it? I've gone back in. I'm just double checking that the rowdies are still dead. Yeah, no, there's still one left. Okay, so I've got this one here, still shooting this machine gun. It's hit. I get +1 damage, so it's 13, and your armor's 19, isn't it? So,
yeah, dice -6.
Yeah. 1 is, which ignores pretty much because he gets D3 back each time.
Yeah.
And then next one, hit. That's -6, 5 minus D3. It's on this one here because he's the one that I can see.
Removes 2, so 3 points of damage on him.
Cool. That wasn't quite exactly what I expected.
They're terrifying, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that was what I was wanting to kind of like shoot at them to try and really deal with them. I don't want to have to be chucking loads and tons at them, so I might have to sacrifice some stuff there. I've got this fella on 1 wound, and I'm just thinking I might just...
He can sacrifice his combat action to stand back up, and then he can move.
Yeah, but I want to shoot with him as well, that's the problem, isn't it? So, but I could move and stand in front of that big beast, and that might slow it moving down. So
to get up, you could sacrifice his movement, get up and lay down a smoke grenade.
Yeah, that is... yeah, so we're talking here about...
See what? I've forgotten to even use my feet yet.
Well, yeah, I probably should have used mine as well, to be fair, but mind you, you're not really shooting at them much. So if I was to put... So we're talking about no, it's not Jenkins, it's Frank's. It's got the double-barreled scatter gun. It's range 8, rate of fire 2. I might be able to do some damage with that actually. Power 12, both barrels. Gets +4. So I could just get up and shoot it, which might be worthwhile doing, to be fair. Now, is anything in range 8? Can you measure in this game at any
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, cool. So it could be that. Could be that. Could be that. Definitely not them. Okay, so I think I'm just going to get up and throw the rocks.
The rocks away, yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, I've been knocking that all game. I'm just a devil for that. But anyway, we'll move that out of the way.
So he gets up and he's going to shoot.
I'm going to shoot, and I'm going to give both barrels, and I might just give it to this thing.
Okay. So
in fact, no, I'm better at warriors. Do they count as warriors?
No, they're solos.
All right, yeah, this fella.
Do they count as warriors?
Does he?
I don't think he gets a benefit against Warriors.
No, he doesn't actually, you're right. No, I'm just going to get up and do both barrels at this.
Okay. It's got defense 11.
Okay, my rat is 7. Let's see what happens. Have it. My power is 12, but I get +4 to damage because I am doing both barrels.
Both barrels. Armor 17.
Right, so -1. Oh, I've done
2 points of damage.
To the 4.
2 points of damage to the 4. Okay, that's good because now I can trigger some stuff on him. So first thing is he gets a focus point for free because you hurt him. The next thing is he's hyper aggressive. When this model suffers damage from any enemy attack, he may make a full advance and he makes a full advance towards the attacking model.
Oh, this is not so bad, I don't think. Does he have
can
to
immediately make. I don't want to get that close because you won't run up because you can't charge over the obstacle, but you would walk up and.
I'm looking forward to trying to get this.
So no, I'm not going to walk up to him. I'm just gonna obviously just gain the extra focus.
Oh shucks. Okay, not a problem. Right, so I have Patriot. Is there any point you shoot? I mean, they've got to get up, so that's going to cost them something, isn't it?
It'll cost their attacks.
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to physically get in. So at least that's been useful, even if it's not been the best. So maybe I need to just be focusing on some other things. Now, if I can take down that big fat jack, that might be a good thing to do. Plugger's range is 11, so I'm going to move up with Plugger. Not Plugger, with Patriot.
Yeah.
Patriot can move 6. If we start moving up, we can start putting a bit of pressure. But I've got +2 speed if I wanted. I could go even further, couldn't I? Not that it's going to be a great thing.
Do you want to be that close?
Well,
no.
The way I see it, right, is you're going to chuck loads of stuff at it, and it means that it's in the way of this, and then I might be able to charge you if you get closer to me. So stuff it. I will go a bit closer. It brings me closer to your objective. Okay, so now
I've just realised something. In future, when we play these because they're obstacles, should only be given +2 defence, not +4.
Okay.
We'll play +4 for now. It's rubble that we can have in play, which is basically like glorified rough terrain that also provides cover if you're on the other side, and that's +4. But it's fine.
We've been playing it with +4. Can we keep it?
Yeah, it's consistent. I was just like looking through the rules for some interesting terrain for next game.
Well, I benefited from that terrain too, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, right.
So first up, I'm
still learning things again.
I'm going to shoot my tracer cannon. Now, I don't see the point really so much in kind of boosting to hit, but I get D3 shots with the tracer cannon. One shot. But okay, so maybe I'm just going to try and hit you with this.
So that's defense 11.
Yep. So that is 7, so I've done it at 12 total, so I've hit you. I will boost the damage.
Yeah.
Because why not? And yeah, so my power's 11. I've got an extra 1.
So armor 17. So dice -6.
Okay.
Oh, not that great. Only
3 damage to the 1.
Right, now I'm going to be, because you've resolved an attack, so I get a focus point.
You literally told me what was going to happen before.
He's going to walk up to you. He's going to advance into and engage you in combat, which means now the rest of your shots, your guns, you can't do because you can't shoot into combat. You can't shoot in combat because it's not a pistol weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
And while he's engaged in combat, he gets +4 defense.
Now, I've got a question for you. Okay, so I'm not going to be shooting anymore, but I've got to reposition.
Let me just hold on. I'm just going to check how far close I need to be. I've got a 2-inch range on my weapon, so I only need to be that close.
Can I still shoot at you when you're in that?
No, I'm engaging you with my.
Okay, cool. So I've got reposition, right? Will that allow me to be able to get out of your?
No, I don't think you can reposition allow you to
Is it a special retreat action or?
Actually, I don't know whether can you reposition out of that, because it says you just move 3 inches.
Yeah, there's nothing in the reposition rule that says not, but I suppose it depends if there's a special. If there's
You
a
see,
rule.
if you're engaged in combat and you move away, you sacrifice either your combat action. Well, you sacrifice your combat action to do so. I think. Let me just see the. Can I see the Warjack's profile?
No.
So it hasn't got breakthrough, which allows it to move out of combat without losing stuff. At the end of a model which it did not run or fail a charge, it can advance 3 inches. So yeah, it can move out.
Okay, cool. There we go. That's what we'll do then.
Yep. It basically meant you didn't get the more powerful shot on me.
Yeah.
And it kind of wasted your focus in doing it.
It did waste that focus. And you literally told me what that could do before I moved, and I still did it like an idiot. So there we go. Right, but this brings me quite close, I think, for Plugger to try and do something.
Is he going to just walk up and attack?
It's very tempting, because I've got my 2 French Rippers.
I want you to do it.
Oh, come on, yeah. I mean, mind you, perhaps before I do, mind you, it's going to give you a fat bunch of focus.
I'm on maximum focus on him already.
I'm wondering if it's worthwhile going for Buck Hasker. This is going to be a bit suicidal, but maybe it's not. We've got the grenade. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? Right, okay. So I think with Buck, I am going to it's on -2 defense. I've only got 1 focus, never mind. Right, so I'm going to do this. I'm just going to come up here like that. And I'm going to shoot. Mind you, I need to get a bit closer. I need to be in 6 for my grenade. So if I was there, I could be there. Why not? Be a bit closer. You're gonna try and cast a kill me after this, but never mind. Right. Okay.
You read my mind.
He's gonna chuck his Mechanica grenade.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Right. So it's range 6. It's in there. You're going to try and wallop me, but never mind. It is Rat 6.
Defense is normally 11, but you hit him with the trace round, so his defense. Does trace rounds reduce defense?
Yeah, by 2.
So his defense 9.
Okay, rather than 3. I've hit you. This is the arcane interference.
Okay, so it's armor 17.
Yeah, power 14.
Power 14. Okay, so it's dice -3.
Oh, it might be worthwhile boosting it, maybe. I mean, it's a bit crazy, but I will do. He says, chuck in your nicely painted model around. Oh, gosh.
Go on then, Hasker, do it.
Here he is. He's got his -3. Oh, just does 3 to you on tier 4. 3 on your 4, that's all he does with that.
3 onto 4. Here I am wondering, do I walk up into him? No, I still don't want to walk up onto him.
I've got my hand cannon, which I'm also going to shoot to you.
Yeah.
I've hit you.
Yeah.
It's power 12.
So it's dice -5.
Oh, 1.
1 point damage.
1. I mean, I think this is getting somewhere. Now, okay, so that's him gone. I am going.
Wait, I'm just going to pause you though so you get a chance. He's got a feat, remember?
Oh, yes, this feat, minefield. Place 3 mine tokens completely within Hasker's control range. Enemy models treat area as rough terrain. When an enemy model is placed as activation within 3 inches of the mine, roll a d6, and 1 3 nothing happens. 4 to 6 is suffer boosted health.
You could literally just put mines across there.
Yeah, I think this is very tempting. Right, so it's within 3 inches, so potentially I could have a bunch of them.
So it's when I end activation within 3 inches of it.
If model enters placed or ends its model activation within 3 inches of it. So, I mean, that's going to be 3 inches pretty much. So let's make sure
no one's getting in.
Yeah, it's probably best.
And it counts as rough terrain within.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
3 inches of it.
that's right for enemy models. So that's good. Jeez. Now I'm going to see. Do you think he'd be in a position to charge?
No, because the obstacle's in the way.
Oh yeah, can't charge over an obstacle.
No.
That's fine. Okay, so is it worthwhile going in or just shooting like a mad thing at it? I'm shooting like a mad thing might be good. I mean, the gun is pretty decent, but the trench rippers are better. So I've got 3 already. Let's go up. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Does that reduce its movement?
Moving over the barrier?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. So it's under control range, it's not a problem. It's a pretty sprint. Okay, so pretty much giving up this objective, that's not a good idea, is it?
That's the other thing, you'll lose a point there, and you're ahead by 1.
Because I'm going to get that one.
You'll get that one. I'm not going to claim anything at this point. So you don't
be 1, 2 potentially.
And I have to basically beat you on my turn.
Yeah.
So you could just stand there and just gun him down.
Oh, let's do the gunning down. I mean, I don't know how much damage it's got, but I mean...
It's got a lot. It has 36 hitboxes normally. You've taken off it... you've taken off it 9. So yeah, you could try and gun it down. You got the focus to definitely hit and do it.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's a chain gun, so that means you can
then
boost
that
each
might make it vulnerable
damage.
going through that. Yeah, stuff it. I'm going to shoot it, right? So my rat is 6.
So defense is still 9, so it's a 3 to hit.
So first, I need D3 shots. So D3 plus 1. That's 3 shots.
Oh wow.
First one.
Yeah. Hits.
And I'm going to boost the damage.
Just roll. Yeah.
Now this again is plus 1 to attack and damage rolls with volume fire.
Plus 2 because it's large model.
Large base, yeah.
So what's its power?
Its power is 12.
So it's up to 14 then.
Yeah.
So it's dice minus 4. So that's 6 damage to the 3. 1,
Next
2,
one.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's rat 6, but it's plus 2. I forgot about plus 2 to it. So
it's a hit.
And I'm boosting the damage.
Again, dice minus 4.
So that's 13, so 9.
9.
2.
2. Oh god.
Right, the last one. Trying it, yeah. 5 plus 8. Have I done it? Yeah, haven't I? 30.
Yeah, you've hit.
Yeah. Boost the damage.
Yeah.
Dice minus 4, 7.
So 9 damage.
It's 9 to the
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Have I got any systems yet?
You've taken out its mind, which means it's now lost all its focus.
Okay.
But it still has its left arm and right arm. So you've taken out its brain. You've taken out its movement. So its movement is reduced to... I'm trying to remember what its movement gets reduced to. Let me look on the rule book for a damage system. Where are we? There we go. Library, rules, models, blah 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 blah. Damage grids. Movement, crippled movement. Defense goes down to 5. Cannot run, charge, make slam power checks. Movement, model with its movement crippled as part. Okay, so its movement stays the same, but its defense is down to 5 and it can't run, charge, or make slam power attacks.
Right, wow, that's good.
But I can't give it any focus to do any of that right now anyway. Unless Right, so that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Unless, let me just check when that's played. Play this card at the start of your maintenance. Okay, good, right. So it's my turn.
Is it scoring on at the end of your turn?
Yeah, we score it. So you've got 2 VPs there, so that takes up to 6. I've got none. So you're leading by 3.
But I can only win at the end of your turn.
Yeah, if I don't kill your castle.
Right,
you know what I'm going for.
Yeah, go for it.
So we're going to power up Exelon. Well, first of all, before we do that, it's the maintenance phase. I'm going to remind you carefully about control cards. So I'm going to play Put Out the Fires. Put Out the Fires, not Put Out Fires, sorry, Old Faithful, is in my, play this in your control phase before allocating focus. Remove D3 plus 1 damage to friendly cohort model. So I remove 4 points of damage off the Malfessor. So if I do that, I bring its movement back and its mind back, and I'll do another one there and another one there. So it's back in full operation, which means I can allocate it focus.
Needed.
So Exelon gets all of his there. Wicked. Now we can do some fun things. Have I got anything else? So that was Old Faithful. Put Out the Fires is play this at the start of your maintenance phase. I would have done this on one of your models or units, and if they were knocked down, they stand up. So I would have played that to. Oh, hold on. Is Put Out the Fires? No, it's fine. That's right. So I'm going to remove knockdown on them. And then, God, everything just gets crazy at this point. So I'm going to allocate 3 to him, because he's obviously just going to go hog wild on Hasker in a minute. And then we're going to have to try and pull off some fun stuff. So that's not going to help me at this point. I've got soul tokens, that does help me with that. I've got Spell Slave there, and I've got Reposition, and I've got Tune Up, which does that, so that's no good. I don't need to heal because I'm basically just going to go all out. I basically either win on this turn or not. I've got him. Right, so first guy here is, so I'm going to activate him actually first. So he's going to, so it's within 3 inches of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 2 to there. And another one is there. Okay. So he's gonna just basically move to there, outside of 3 inches of it.
Related to the mine, it only says in terms of getting them removed when the minefield lasts for 1 round. When the minefield expires, it's removed from tokens removed from play. It only talks about them removing from play once it's expired.
Yeah.
So they potentially could blow up lots of times.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
So he's moved there, Aculon, and he is going to do. Am I going to Spell Slave? I think I need to spells. Or do I do Calamity? Oh, hold on. I'm letting that expire. That's Calamity. I can't do that because it's on self. I can't do that. Can't do that. I can do that. No, it's not that great. Can't do that. So there isn't actually much I can Spell Slave with except for Dead Weight, which I will do on him. Arcane attack rating of 7.
His defense is 15.
Defense 15, so I need 8 to hit. I miss, so that's that done. So then I'm going to move him. I think, what's he going to do? Has he got anything that's useful to do? Befuddle, Psychic Assault, Heal. Heal is good. Befuddle is... move a target. Non-leader target befuddle. Well, that's curious, I guess, but range 10 psychic attack. Arcane attack rating 7. And I need to remember actually my arcane attack gets increased by +2 by its telemetry against targets within 8 inches of it. So yeah, I'm going to do this. He's going to move over to... He's going to move to here. What's the range on Befuddle? Befuddle's range is 10. So I'm going to move over to there. Oh no, I'm going to do it on that. What's its defense?
Its defense is, sorry, 1 second. Its defense is 12.
12. Oh no,
Plus
hold on. It's that, yeah, sorry, it's not going to be that. So yeah, we'll do it on Hasker again then. What's its defense?
15.
15. No, I've missed with that. So Befuddle, basically, if it had hit, moves. Oh, I can't even do it on him anyway. It doesn't matter. Fine. It moves them 3 inches, so you can basically draw people towards you.
Okay.
Which is kind of fun. Right. Let's do. He can do a shooting attack with his Hex Blast. So let's move him up to there, and he's going to Hex Blast him. It's an arcane attack, so it gets +2 to hit. So that means his arcane attack of 7 goes to 9.
Yeah.
And your defense, you said, was
15.
15. So I need a 6, which is hit.
Just done it. Yeah. His armor is 16, but with this spell, and he's got people in his cohort, and 3 inches of him from Jax, it goes up by 2, so his armor's 18.
Its armor's 18. Okay, power 13, so it's dice -5. We'll see how it goes. Dice -5 does 2 points of damage. I'll have that. That's fine. Right. Then we'll get on to Exulon. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. Exulon's going to move into range. Range is 12. Take measure.
Sure thing.
I'll stay with, make sure I'm outside of 3 of that. So 12. Basically, I just want to get up to. He's going to move there. And we are going to fire the first shot with. Oh, do we do Calamity on him first? That'll cost 3. And then that would give me 1 left. Yeah. Okay. So let's Calamity him first. So, Arcane attack of 7 goes up by 2 because of telemetry. So that's Arcane attack of 9.
My defense 15, but goes down 2 because of Calamity. Is it 2?
It will do when this hits. Okay. So what's your defense, sorry?
It's 15.
15. Like I said, I've gone up to a 9, so I need a 6 to hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Hits. So Calamity is in play on him. Then I'm going to do use a Psychic Aperture. Range attack rating of 7, because it's not an arcane attack. Your defense though has gone down by 2.
Yeah, so it's 13 now.
So again, I need a 6 to hit.
Just done it.
So that's hit him. It's power 12.
Yeah, my armor would be 18, but it's gone down by 2, so now it is mighty 16.
16. Do I boost it?
You've hit, so you might as well boost it.
Yeah,
because you might not hit.
It's the last time I've got a chance to do it. Yeah, so power 12, armor 16.
Yeah.
So dice -4. Oh, I rolled really well. It's 12 damage.
12 damage. That's not quite enough because he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's left with 3 damage left.
And it's a thunderbolt attack, which means he is pushed D3 inches away.
Oh, straight into the wall. You're going to get him.
It doesn't get any collateral damage, but becomes knocked down as a result.
Okay.
So then
He's easier to hit.
he's now easier to hit, which is game on for him, which is the Malfessor. Do I want to?
Now, does Calamity reduce my reduced defense?
Yes, it does. It's basically just defense, don't miss, basically. Am I within 8 inches of him? Yes, I. Am I within 8? Sorry.
You might need to take measure for it.
That one. Yes, I am within 8. We'll do. We'll fire the net launcher against him.
Okay.
Because I won't be able to miss. Yeah, good. It's hit, does no damage, drags him all the way over while he's knocked down.
Oh man.
And then I do my initial attack with my bladed flail, which automatically will hit. So I will boost the damage. It's power 18.
You've got me.
He's dead. Yeah,
well done.
That's game. I thought that was going to be pretty bad for me when you were blowing everyone else up there.
Yeah, they were too tough to get through, I think.
I think if you just stayed back...
And then I didn't pay attention.
If you'd stayed back here, you were pushing me on objects. Because I had to... Because I lost my unit there quite early, it meant I couldn't hold that objective. So my only game thing was there. So really, you should have wiped them out.
Yeah.
And that would have basically, I think, got you in the position of winning the game. And I only had caster kill to go for, which you provided.
Yeah. It was a pretty daft. I mean, I should have put up my... You can kind of like do a mist spell, that would have helped me, and things like that.
Yeah.
But...
Well, it would have helped, but may not have, because this thing's got Isle of Sight, so it ignores cloud effects.
Well, I'm quite happy with playing the Gravediggers for the first time. I think they're actually quite easy to get your head around. I think some of the stuff with them. I quite like the theme as well of them being kind
very
of
shooty.
Yeah.
It is a pure shooting army. That one. Like I think Plugger running into combat is because he's got advanced. He's got long range control.
Yeah.
So I think you could have really had that sat on the objective, and he could have pressed forward to threaten the objective here, because that gun pretty much ripped off all the health on that in one go. So you could have pushed the advantage of that, and I think him being supported maybe with the rowdies moving with him, because they can lay down smoke grenades to block line of sight.
Yeah.
And that would have supported them. He's good with them. He obviously chews through troopers.
Yeah, it's pretty good that. I mean, there was one of the things which was good with this matchup for me, there's like the volume fire, and everything's pretty much medium base, most of the stuff in your force, so it was really, and the volley fire as well, both of those two rules were pretty good.
And I'm beginning to see the advantage of him working with them with their arcane attacks, and they just get a benefit from that.
The efficiency of moving
He's really good just to provide me for getting re-rolls on with souls. That was fun. I didn't get to use the warjack. That was stupid. I moved him up too far forward, essentially, but that's learning. But yeah, it was a pretty cool game. I thought it was wicked.
Well, I enjoyed that. I think I'd like to be able to have another game with using the Gravediggers. I think I've got a bit of an idea.
It'd be good also to see you potentially airdrop in an extra warjack.
Yeah, that would pretty be.
And if you use their regular heavy, the Batreps, or is it the Valiant, whichever way around it is. So that has 2 weapons. And you can do heavy airdrops onto it, and that means you place the token near it within 1 inch, and then in its activation, it swaps out the top. It swaps out its hard point on the top and gains an extra weapon, which could be I think a cannon similar to that, or a flamethrower, or a missile launcher unit. So it then has 3 weapons.
Wow,
which is pretty good.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty awesome.
Whereas with these guys, I think the thing I need to use is maybe use. There's some other units, but yeah, that's it. We're done.
These guys, I've got to say, were crazily cool.